The takeaway shows in Paris, the one that you did in Paris. How did that come about? Because that's really amazing. It's like a really good concept.
I know, it really is. I was amazed at how good it sounded. I thought the whole time we were doing it, I was like, this is just going to sound like crap, you know? But it sounds okay. And it was really fun. It was strange because I've never done that. I was never a busker, you know? And it's kind of odd to sort of impose your music on people. I'm like, now we're going to do this.
We played in front of this cafe, and when we were done, everybody was clapping.
Yeah, it was pretty rad.
Really,
we did okay. Of course, that's, you know, what is it called? Montmartre in Paris. So that's like it's really festive sort of neighborhood.
Yeah.
So they're willing to sort of go with the flow.
How do you find the sort of the differential between the places around the world? Obviously, there must be a bit of a difference between how people react. What's it sort of like from going from the States to say Europe to down to this region?
Well, I think, you know, New Zealand has very enthusiastic crowds. Christchurch last night was just, you couldn't wish for a better crowd. Totally supportive. And like I said, we were kind of technical D and I was being goofy sometimes, but it worked out really great. So New Zealand is awesome for us. Australia is very good usually. Europe is catching up. We're, you know, it's like spreading over there, I think. And yeah, it's just, I think Shin's fans seem to be some cool kids, you know?
I also think that we really don't make it out here as much, and so that people are just extremely excited. When we played in Hawaii, we've never played there before, and they were so thankful. And, you know, that's why really our first experience of crowd surfing, right? I mean, besides a festival.
Yeah, right. Yeah, true.
But that was it.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's it like? Because I've listened to the new album like almost consistently since I got it, and I was just saying before I sing to it in the shower.
Well, I hope.
Of course, it's the best place to sing. Lots of hard services. To me, when I listen to the music and the lyrics, it kind of baffles me how you can some of the structures and the words and the sentencing, how you get it to fit into a song and make it sound like it should be there.
Right.
But this is a good thing.
Yeah. I know what you mean actually, and it's a challenge, you know. I mean, I suppose, you know, all sort of crafting of songs, you know, it's always sort of difficult. But yeah, I work hard at it. I work hard at the lyrics and stuff. But I'm glad to hear that you feel it works, you know. Yeah,
well, not to toot your own horn, but I mean, I've known this guys forever, but sometimes you know, my interaction with songs is I usually am part of the skeleton. You know, I never hear the lyrics or the melodies, so I kind of come in after everybody's sort of put their magic on it.
Yeah, he's the first instrument down is drums,
and I'm always just completely blown away. Like, how the heck did you do that?
I'll feel free to say whatever you like.
How the hell do you do that? Give me the secrets. So it's phenomenal.
But that's one of the cool things about having a home studio is that I can, like on this last record, we went and recorded Jesse's drums with Phil Eck, who's a great engineer and producer, you know, and got these really great sounding tracks down, and then I can take those home and begin overdubbing and really kind of chopping things up and experimenting. And just spend hours doing that, you know. So,
are there any sort of particular things that you draw your inspiration for your lyrics from? Is it just sort of something happens on a day-to-day basis that you kind of like?
I mean, sometimes there will be some sort of, I can see an influence, and sometimes it just seems to be, you know, kind of, either it's just a spontaneous thought, or it just seems to be coming from nowhere, out of nowhere, almost like stream of consciousness or something. And then if it works, I can keep it, you know.
Yeah, cool. Okay, well, after tonight, it'll be your last gig in New Zealand, and then you'll be off somewhere else. What's next? What's in the pipeline?
Next is Australia, but I forget where in Australia.
Perth. I think it's
in Perth. That's right. Yeah.
Right over to the other side.
I know exactly. They like to just make us fly for hours and hours.
Any little story behind naming a song Australia? Any sort of behind the scenes kind of thing that's going on there?
I wrote that song, or largely it was written in Australia probably on that tour where we came down to New Zealand as well. And I think that's why it was just the working title for a long time. And I think after a while, it started to feel like it fit, you know. And I really tried to change it, but it's.
What were some of the other?
I don't even know. They just didn't work. It was just impossible to make it. So that was it. It's Australia, and it fits. It's well enough, you know. And it has sort of the feel, I think, that we have when we're down south of the equator. It's like it's always kind of exciting to be down here in what to us is an exotic place, you know.
Awesome. Well, keep busy. I'm glad you've come back.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of fans here, big fan base, obviously, because you've got a sold-out show tonight, and it has been sold out for a while. So all the best for tonight's gig, and thank you very much for your time, and go home and watch, hopefully get to see the kids growing up, and come back soon.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks very much.